You're listening to KCBS In Depth, our weekly deep dive into the events and trends shaping life in the Bay Area and beyond. I'm Keith Menconi. Today, shopping season is here, but as we've been discussing, holiday shopping is looking a little different than in days of yore, as more and more shopping goes digital. We've been discussing what the shift to online has meant for local businesses, how they're adapting, how they're struggling. But no matter how committed you are to shopping local, it's 2019. We get it. It's likely you'll be making at least some of your purchases online. So next up, we're going to look at how you can do that online shopping safely. Because the truth is, while the holidays may be your time to shop, they're cybercriminals' time to hunt. And each year around this time, we see a spike in all kinds of digital crime. For some guidance on how to get through the wild digital wilderness this season, we're joined on the program now by Professor Ahmed Banafa, a cybersecurity expert at San Jose State University. Professor Banafa, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So I just said there, it does seem like cybercrime does see something of a spike over the holiday season. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. It's actually a big season, and for both the criminal and also for the deals. You're talking about 70 million Americans. They did their shopping on Cyber Monday, and we hit a high record of $9.4 billion on Monday by itself.
And so it's just a matter of they're going where the scamming opportunities are.
Yes, because of the sheer volume of the people buying online. And you will be surprised to know that the last hour of Monday, Cyber Monday, there was actually a sales, American, they spend $12 million a minute in the last hour. So you see this flow of money. Of course, the criminals will be really looking forward for that one to grab some of it.
Right. It's just the salmon swimming down the stream. The bears see an opportunity there. Time to swipe. Now let's talk about some of the most prevalent forms of scams and cybercrime that we're seeing this holly jolly holiday season. Among them is phishing schemes. We're seeing a major spike, even compared to years past. Obviously, all these digital crimes, we've had the internet for a while. We know what's going on. We've been seeing it for a while, but even compared to last year, we're seeing a spike in some of these phishing schemes. Is that right?
That is absolutely true. The thing about the phishing, it's the easiest for the criminals. All what they're going to do, just send you an email as if it's coming from one of your for the retailers that you are dealing with. And there are links and there are attachment, and people will look at it and say, well, Amazon has sent me this one telling me that I have to click on this one to check my order or to fix something with my account. That is the phishing part of it. They send it to millions and millions, and if the percentage is 1% that they can get out of this one, you're talking about thousands of people will be scammed.
And so we're talking about if somebody sends you an email, there's a link in that email, you click on that, that gives them the opportunity to use malware against you on your own system.
Absolutely. They will take you to a website, and this website will ask you to enter some information, for example. Once you enter that information, it's gone. They got information like, okay, your username, your password, the last 4 digits of your social, or some kind of, identification for you. And once they get that information, nothing happened after that. And this is why one of the biggest advice we can give it to everybody is receive an email from a retailer. Don't click on any link. Don't open any attachment. Just go straight to the website of that retailer.
Right. And so I guess the main way to keep yourself safe is to just be very conscious of what links you're clicking on and where that email is really from.
Well, the link, don't click on it at all, and the attachment, don't touch it. All what you're going to do, in emails, all what you're going to do is just, I have this email coming from Amazon. I'm going to go to Amazon and check my account and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and for the most part, these companies are not going to be sending you links like that.
That is true, because if they have anything, they will send you a notification to go to their website and check it.
All right, another scam to keep an eye on this holiday season, ESkimming. The FBI actually issued an alert about ESkimming earlier in the holiday season. I don't think I was familiar with that term before I started preparing for this interview. Explain to us, what is ESkimming?
Well, ESkimming is increasing the level of technicality, where you go to the website and you have no idea that this website being injected with some malware, some software. While you are filling that form, this information transmitted back to the criminals. After you finish, nothing will tell you, that your information is stolen.
Yeah.
You have to look at how is the cybersecurity and or online safety? It's a race between the criminals and the good guys. The more technical we are becoming, the more the criminals will use these tools against us.
Oh, so even if it is the real website, there might be malware on the website.
Yeah.
Retailer doesn't even know it.
Yes, and this is what I say. It is a responsibility of both sides of the screen. It is a responsibility for the merchant and retailers to make sure that it's safe, that it's no malware. The same thing for the shoppers. They have to be careful about going to those websites.
But I mean, that's pretty tough. What can you do to spot that? I think most people would think they're on a reputable website, they're good to go.
Well, this is the challenging part of it. I agree with you, and that's why the merchant and retailers, they are trying so hard to make sure that their website is clean. Now, one thing you can really use to check that the website is really secure. Look at the HTTPS, the S at the end. That will tell you the link is really secure. So that will be a good sign that this website is really secure. So that will be the first sign.
HTTPS, so that would be in
the address bar.
The address bar. So if it has that, then that's a good sign.
That's a good sign, yes.
All right, one more digital trend to dig into before we get to maybe the bigger picture here. That would be Grinch Bots, another term that is new for me. It sounds somewhat festive and whimsical, but there's a serious side here. Tell us about Grinch Bots.
Well, it is from the name itself, which is killing the joy of the holidays.
Right.
So what happened is they created programs, small programs, they call them bots, which is they scan the internet for the deals, hot deals, and they fill the forms automatically, and then they buy those deals or those merchants, and then they offer them on a third-party website with a higher price. So this is the e-commerce side of it. Now there is a dark side of that one, which is when you really see that one and you say this is a good deal for me, and you start filling in your informations about your credit card, they steal your information at the top of taking your money. So it's a double problem for the shoppers.
And I saw this statistic. Tell me if this is true. I read that something like 97% of all of the traffic that a lot of these big websites are getting are actually bots that are part of these scams?
Yes, 97% of all online traffic is for the retailers is coming from that, because it's easy to program them and they can run by themselves without any monitoring, just collecting this data, collecting this information, and then moving it to a third party and offer that one to sale. You can program the whole cycle.
And so from the perspective of shoppers, the reason that this is a Grinchy little bot is because it's getting in the way of them getting the deals that they want?
Yes, and we've been waiting for the holiday season because we have a list of friends and families who would like to buy stuff from them. I don't know exactly what they're looking for. And when I go there, I know that there's a good deals. It's going to save me money. Instead of buying 2 gifts, I'm going to buy 4 gifts now with the same number of dollars. So what happened with this now? I lose that opportunity. And that's not fair. That is Grinchy. You name it. Yeah.
And so is there any advice for consumers, or is this just a new reality?
Well, it is a new reality, but this is a race. Again, the cybersecurity is a race. So we're getting into this Grinch bot, so we have to find a solution with this one by making sure that the bots are not going to make those deals and grab all these products.
So this is definitely a good time of year to talk about cybersecurity, but probably the best practices for cybersecurity are things that you can do year-round. Give us the top couple of things that people should keep in mind year-round to stay cyber safe.
Oh, okay, perfect. The number one is don't click on any links or download any attachment or open any attachment coming with emails. It doesn't matter from where this comes, because you can go to the website of the retailer. Number 2 is make sure that you are using a credit card instead of a debit card, because you are protected in this case. And if you are one of the people...
Protected by your bank in general.
Yes, exactly, protected with the bank. Because with the debit card, you have, I think, up to $50, and after that one, they're not responsible for that. The other thing is when you talk about setting alerts. So set up alerts on your credit card. Anything above $1, you have to send me a text or an email saying that there is a purchase. And disable the international purchases completely. So if somebody got a hold of your data and try to buy something from outside the United States, then they're going to stop them. This is another important thing you have to keep in mind. The other thing is a lot of people now, especially the new generation, they're using something like Apple Pay. They're using all the different Google Play, Samsung Play. This is a good way for protecting your information. Why? Because this layer of using this service is not transmitting your credit card information. It's just transmitting a unique number for the device. So your credit card information is not used in this transaction. That will be another layer of protection.
All right, so digital wallets, a smart way to go. All right. Well, a lot to chew on, a lot to pay attention to as we head on our way through the holiday season. I certainly am not done with my holiday shopping. I'm sure a lot of our listeners are not yet either. So words to live by for the next couple of weeks. We have been speaking today to Professor Ahmed Banafa. He is a cybersecurity expert at San Jose State University. Thank you, Professor Banafa.
You're welcome. Thank you.